Your feelings about 10 seconds away from getting 3 points?
Deja vu, really. Said to you last week, it's a cruel game. It was a cruel game tonight. I think from the 46th minute to the 90th minute, we run them ragged. We outplayed them. We outrun them. We were better than them. We were better than them in every department. And we said in the video meeting the other day there, if you give guys like Conway and Di Rosario a chance, Limpia in and around the box, you need to be switched on because they're super players. And we got punished in the end by them and they tied the game up.
What contact, if any, did you have with the team throughout the game?
None at all. I was told I couldn't be in the locker room a couple of hours before kick-off, and that's why I stood by the rules. Didn't want to break any rules, just in case I got myself into trouble. Don't want that again.
How proud were you to see the way the Timbers came out after the first half? And
I thought first half we started kind of a little bit tentative. The tempo wasn't high enough. We never moved the ball quick enough. We gave them a little bit too much respect. They're missing a lot of players, and I just felt that if we went at them, and if we could get Jorge moving down the side to side, stretching the game a little bit lengthwise, I felt we would give them trouble. And second half, I thought they were magnificent. I thought we played the best team in the Eastern Conference off the field tonight.
What was it like watching the game up in the press box?
It was tough. It's always tough. It's tough when you're standing in the coach's area, trying to coach the game. But obviously the guys can hear you a little bit there. But up where I was, obviously you couldn't get contact. But you're shouting, you're kicking every ball. It's tough.
Can you talk a little bit about your team and the fact that you had a 3-1 lead and let that get away, and then with Jack missing the PK, which obviously would have been the game-winning once more?
Well, if it wasn't Jack steps up and smashes one in the back of the net and brings us back into the game, and it gave us a huge adrenaline shot. And then that's what I'm saying. We started to control the game from there on. I think it's at 3-1. We get the PK. He puts in the back of the net. We're 4-1 up and cruising. But I can't criticise Jack Dewsbury. He's been magnificent since the day that he stepped foot in this place. He scored a PK a couple of weeks ago, which was well documented with the amount of pressure that was on him. And I felt very confident that he would step up and score it and put us 4-1 up. But I mean, he's obviously gutted himself in the locker room. He's apologised to everybody, which he didn't have to do, because there's no apology needed here.
What did you think about the way Terry Henry played?
I couldn't care less the way Terry Henry played. There's nothing to do with me. He's not my player. So, I'm not here to watch Terry Henry. I'm here to watch the Portland Timbers.
Can you talk about?
That's not a dig at you, by the way.
No,
it's
no.
just I couldn't care less.
Talk about the fact that they scored an early goal and how your Timbers responded after that.
Well, as I said, I don't think we responded to the 46th minute. I think Trevor gave them a good team talk at half time, and put a couple of points across. I just spoke to him there. He made a couple of good points, and I thought the team came out charged. And it's always good when we're attacking the Timbers Army, when we need a little bit of push and energy. And as I say, when Jack smashes that one in the back of the net, the roof comes off the place again. And as I said, I felt we destroyed the best team in the country tonight by a country mile.
How do you feel about the overall result of getting a draw against the New York Red Bulls? Whether or not you should have won, how do you feel about the draw?
Disappointed. I mean, that shows you how far we've come. They were sitting in the locker room there, the players, and talking to the players, and the players are absolutely distraught. And it shows you how far we've come as an expansion team, a new team, a promoted team, whatever you want to tag us with. And we're gutted that we never, took 3 points off what I consider to be probably the most potent attacking force in the country. Although they were missing a couple of players, but they're still a very good team. They've got a world-class player playing in their team. They've had one of the best MLS players in the country for the last 8-9 years in Di Rosario. Limpia is another top-class midfield player that could probably go and play in Europe at a lot of clubs. So I think we can take great heart, great confidence, and a lot of positive notes for tonight. That, as I say, for a number of minutes on the field, they were struggling to cope with us.
John, where was the breakdown that led to the handball on the long ball appeal, or was there a breakdown?
I think it was a long, hopeful punt from them, and we never dealt with it correctly, and lack of communication maybe with Rodney and Kevin. And I don't know, I think it was maybe Bellucci maybe got on the ball and tries to put it in the box and it's hit Rodney in the arm. I think it's a PK. I think the call's correct. Di Rosario, I've seen him doing it a number of times at Houston, steps up and puts it in the back of the net and takes a point from the game which they didn't deserve.
One more for John.
What do you think about Kevin's performance coming off after not playing since March?
Yeah, I think he did well. I think that he was aggressive in the box at set pieces, and I felt that they were a little bit scared of him because he was being brave and he was getting his head on things and making good runs, and he caused them a lot of problems at set pieces, so good for him.
All right, guys, locker room's open.
Thank you.